Hello and welcome. We just got finished reading Simeli Mountain. Yeah, Simeli Mountain, which is funny because it's Simsi Mountain, which is the secret word, but simile, I guess, is more important because that is the word that the brother said that got him caught. So it's very straightforward. There are two brothers. One is very rich and selfish and will not share any of his wealth with anybody. The other brother is poor, and he is just bad at his trade, which is corn and barley. He just can't make good deals or anything like that. Both of them seem to be deficient of some sort of character, because, making corn, you should still be able to live a modest life off of farming. But he's just not good at it. I feel sorry for the guy. He's meant for other things, but he's stuck in this place. And he's got a wife and he's got his kids. So he's just traveling around with his wheelbarrow trying to, get along, sell his wares. And he comes across a band of men who say, Simsi Mountain, open. And the mountain opens. And inside of it are just heaps of treasures. Treasures upon treasures. Pearls, gold, diamonds, all of it. And he's amazed by this. And so he waits until the people leave. And whenever they leave, he goes, Simsi Mountain, open. And the mountain opens for him. It doesn't care who says the magic words, only that the magic words are said. And he goes in, and he's very, very careful. He's not thinking, I'm going to stuff my pockets, and I'm going to go out, and I'm going to do whatever. He says, I'm going to be responsible. I'm going to take some gold from over here in a out-of-the-way place. And he does it. He takes it, and he goes back home. And whenever he has money, he actually uses it rather responsibly. He takes the money, he gets his wife and his kids everything they need, and he also gets a little bit of wine, just a little bit extra for him, right? Because, why not? Why not have a little bit extra for yourself? And then he also goes over to the poor, and he just gives money to the poor to help everybody, because he's like, I was poor, I need to also help the poor. And he just does good with his money. And he does this a second time after he runs out of money the first time. He goes in, opens Simsi Mountain, and then grabs, what he needs and a bit extra, but not too much to be disturbing to the rest of the pile, and just does it again. And but then he finally has to go a third time, and he asks his brother for the same thing that he always asks him before he goes out and becomes back rich. And his brother's like, why do you keep coming back rich? I'm the rich one. Why are you now wealthy? And so his brother allows his greed and his pride to take over. He puts some tar on the little stick that he gives to his brother, sees that there's gold on it whenever it comes back, goes to his brother, says, tell me how you got all of this. I must know. And so finally the brother relents. The poor brother relents, says, this is everything. This is all of it. This is how I got the money. Do what you want. So the rich brother goes to the mountain, opens the mountain by saying, Simsi Mountain, open, and then grabs everything he wants, but in his greed, he forgot the words. So he says, Simeli Mountain, open. But it won't open. And he starts panicking, and he tries over and over again, but nothing happens. And so he starts to fear for his life. He goes, what am I going to do? There are bandits coming. And eventually, the bandits do come. And they find him covered in all the gold and jewels because he wasn't careful. He didn't hide. He didn't take what he needed and left. He took everything he could carry. So now he looks guilty as all get out, which he is. He's going to steal the stolen loot. And so the people come over and they're like, you're the person who's been stealing from us. We knew someone was doing something, but we couldn't figure out who. And we came back just in time. And he tries to tell him, no, I have not been stealing from you. It's been my brother doing it the whole time. But they don't care. They just want to kill the guy that's in front of them. And so they do. They take off his head. So I think there are a few things that we can take from the story. One, if you have siblings and they are trying to work, do help them out whenever they need. Don't abandon your family. They're your family. You're supposed to help your family, right? So, first, nothing in the story would have happened if the older brother and the younger brother worked together to take care of things. Second, if you stumble across something good, maybe you shouldn't be running around stealing in our society today, but if you see something and you take advantage of it, and you are wise with how you take advantage of it, right? You see an opportunity, you know you could go in, take everything you want, and leave, but this would cause serious problems, right? It's like this, I could be greedy, or I could just be sensible. And you be sensible, you can live a good life. And whenever you are able to pull yourself out of misfortune into fortune, do not forget where you came from. Help those who were in your place. And continue to be wise about how you approach everything. Just like the poor man was. He continued to be wise even though he had the opportunity to take as much as he could and run away and just stuff his pockets and just become the wealthiest person ever. But he remained sensible. And the rich brother, because he let greed guide him, allowed himself to treat his brother cruelly and to do wrong. And he nearly beat his brother and just said, tell me everything you know. And even though he was already rich, he went and tried to get even richer. But we already know what happens whenever a rich man tries to get richer. He has to harm other people, you know? It's like he could have done good things. He could have helped his brother because his brother was honestly always working. So if he helped his brother, he could have gotten richer off of being kind. But instead, he decided to try and get richer by being selfish and greedy and cruel. And because he tried to be selfish, greedy, and cruel, he lost sight of the thing that was necessary to allow him to become more wealthy. Because if you're trapped inside of the place that would make you more wealthy, you're not extracting any resources. You're just caught inside of the giant mound of gold. And when somebody else comes in and wants the gold that you have, well, guess what? They're not afraid to do whatever is required to get rid of you. Because it's likely that they're greedy too. That's why in their mountain of gold. It's likely why they already have a mountain of gold. And so, for your treachery, for your betrayal, for the fact that you weren't willing to work and be good and kind, well, the people who own the gold, they're coming after you. Because your hand's in the cookie jar, you know? So, take care of your family. Take care of the less fortunate. Be wise with what you have. If you get an opportunity, use it well. And don't be greedy. And if you're given instructions, follow them. Because they will lead you in and they will lead you out. And by leading you in and leading you out, you're able to get away. That's what I got out of the story, at least. What did you get out of the story? Let me know down in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, hit the notification bell. And if you want more of this, check out one of these videos right here. Thank you.